Hey guys, what's up? It's Murder Mystery here, your new favorite channel, and let me tell you, I've fallen down the rabbit hole. Recently, I've been researching these historical scandals, and some of them are so messed up, so shady, that I'm surprised anyone even remembers them. We're talking cover-ups, conspiracies, the whole 9 yards. So buckle up because we're about to expose the top 10 scandals that history tried to bury. Get ready to have your minds blown because some of this stuff is seriously unbelievable. Like, did they really think they could just hide this from the world? Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 scandals that history forgot about. Get ready to uncover some shocking truths. Okay, so picture this, it's the roaring 20s, flapper dresses, jazz music, illegal booze, the works. But behind all the glitz and glamour, there was some seriously shady stuff going down. Enter the Teapot Dome Scandal. We're talking bribery, government corruption, oil tycoons getting away with murder, literally. This whole thing revolved around this place called Teapot Dome, Wyoming, a government-owned oil reserve. Basically, this guy, Albert Fall, who was Secretary of the Interior under President Harding, basically gave away the rights to drill for oil in Teapot Dome to these oil companies. And guess what? He totally got bribed, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's money. Let's rewind the clock a bit to the early days of America. We just won our independence, everyone's hyped, and then bam, the XYZ affair goes down. It almost destroyed America's reputation before it even really got started. So, France and Britain are at war, and America's trying to stay neutral. But France is being shady and keeps messing with American ships, stealing cargo, you name it. So America sends these diplomats over to France to smooth things over, but instead of a warm welcome, they get hit with a bribe. These 3 French agents, literally referred to as X, Y, and Z, demanded a massive loan and a huge bribe just to talk to their foreign minister, Talleyrand. It was insane. Fast forward to the swinging 60s, baby. Think London, miniskirts, rock and roll, and a whole lot of secrets. The Profumo Affair had it all. A high-ranking politician, a glamorous model, a possible Soviet spy. It was like something out of a James Bond movie, but with real-life consequences. John Profumo, this British war secretary, was caught having an affair with Christine Keeler, this stunning model. Sounds juicy, right? Well, here's the kicker. Keeler was also involved with a Soviet naval attaché. The Cold War tension was high and people were freaking out. Did she spill government secrets? Was Profumo a security risk? The scandal rocked the British government and forced Profumo to resign. Okay guys, this one's heavy. The Dreyfus Affair is a story about anti-Semitism, espionage, and a massive miscarriage of justice that divided France for over a decade. It's a reminder that even in supposedly enlightened societies, prejudice can run rampant. In 1894, Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish captain in the French army, was falsely accused of selling military secrets to Germany. The evidence was flimsy, but public opinion, fueled by anti-Semitism, turned against him. Dreyfus was convicted, stripped of his rank, and shipped off to Devil's Island, a brutal penal colony. Alright, get ready for some serious corruption because the Crédit Mobilier scandal is about as dirty as it gets. This one involves the Union Pacific Railroad, a company tasked with building the Transcontinental Railroad, and a whole lot of greedy politicians. Here's the gist. The Union Pacific guys created this shady company called Crédit Mobilier and awarded themselves inflated contracts to build the railroad. They were basically robbing the government blind. To cover their tracks, they bribed members of Congress, including some big names with shares in Crédit Mobilier. Okay, you've probably heard of Watergate, but you might not know all the juicy details. This scandal is like the granddaddy of political scandals, and it brought down a president, Richard Nixon. It all started with a break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters in the Watergate Hotel. Turns out, the burglars were connected to Nixon's re-election campaign. As the investigation unfolded, a web of lies, cover-ups, and abuses of power were exposed, reaching the highest levels of government. The Iran-Contra affair was like something out of a spy thriller. It involved secret arms deals, hostages, and covert operations, and it shook the Reagan administration to its core. The scandal involved the Reagan administration secretly selling arms to Iran, which was under an arms embargo. They wanted Iran's help in releasing American hostages held in Lebanon by Hezbollah. But here's the twist. The money from the arms sales was then illegally funneled to the Contras, a rebel group fighting the socialist government in Nicaragua. The Keating 5 scandal proves that when it comes to greed, politicians are no different. This scandal involved 5 United States senators who were accused of corruption and using their influence to protect a shady businessman. The businessman in question was Charles Keating, the chairman of Lincoln Savings and Loan Association. Keating was a big-time donor to these senators' campaigns. When Lincoln Savings was investigated for risky financial practices, the senators intervened on Keating's behalf, pressuring regulators to go easy on him. The Chappaquiddick incident is a dark chapter in American political history, a tragic event shrouded in mystery and controversy that continues to haunt the Kennedy legacy. It happened on Chappaquiddick Island in 1969. Senator Ted Kennedy, the younger brother of JFK and RFK, was driving a car that went off a bridge and plunged into a pond. Kennedy escaped, but his passenger, Mary Jo Kopechne, a young campaign worker, drowned. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study is a horrifying example of medical racism and a blatant disregard for human life. This unethical experiment conducted by the U.S. Public Health Service on unsuspecting African American men is a stain on American history. From 1932 to 1972, the study followed 600 black men in Macon County, Alabama, who had syphilis. These men were never told they had the disease, nor were they given proper treatment, even after penicillin became widely available as a cure in the 1940s. Can you believe this stuff, guys? History is wild. It's crazy how some events get buried while others stay in the spotlight. It makes you wonder what else is hiding in the shadows, right? Anyway, I hope you guys found this video as mind-blowing as I did. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the dark side of history. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing historical content. See you next time.